Hey guys, wanted to actually start by just putting this little picture up there. Remember Cookie Monster? Yum, 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 yum. Well, that's kind of what it feels like in the market right now due to sideways movement, and don't let it eat your account. This is the time that's really probably you lose the most money because you're trying to guess where the direction is, and if there's no direction, you end up getting chopped up. So, with that being said, let's look at the SPY. So the SPY is still at the bottom of this range. The volume is increasing. Bearish MACD. We can see on the lower time frames, even on the 30-minute, that this is still not bearish. Bullish per se. Not saying they can't squeeze and stuff like that, but this is not. This is not something that I would say, uh, you know, this looks healthy regarding a bearish, a bullish type of pattern. So we see we have the lower highs in place, broke below. Now, is this just a flag to continue to the downside? The only thing now on the SPY is that you have this engulfing didn't follow through that much regarding the price action. Still at this level holding, but that's not much, and it is getting below this previous. There's a lot of crap on this. Sorry, guys. A lot of this previous pivot point that we've seen that was support, resistance that broke above and became support, and now it's just sideways. So it's been very difficult to find. Stuff isn't really moving that much. You have the same thing in the diamond. If we go on a lower time frame, you can see that's pretty much just been trading sideways all day. So you remember that if it's a 65-minute candle, there's 6 of them for the day. And look at that, all day. Boom, boom, boom. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So bounce from here on is just, this is not something to really trade. So just keep that in mind. You have the IWM. That one doesn't look good at all. It looks like it's giving you a little bit of follow through to the downside. And you kind of just don't know what's going on. You see that we had this tighten and it popped down. Now, is it going to flatten? Things don't go straight up or straight down. But with that being said, it is under the 50. This is the 50 simple, 10 simple, 200 simple. And we have to see how that goes. So you have the QQQ. Oops, I was about to say, what the hell just happened to the QQQ? So the QQQ again is following, flagged up, broke down, and it's continuing to the downside, gaining some volume. Bearish MACD crossed from this side, so it hasn't had any follow to the upside and is breaking back to the downside. If we look at the lower time frame again, today, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. Barely a lot of movement. So don't really try to guess where it's gonna go and stuff like that. So did have some names actually that did come up, and they were all pretty much, I think, oil names. So you had ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is breaking above. This one might be good for long, and it has increasing volume. So this might be good for long tomorrow. I also had Carzo. Carzo looks like it's good actually based on today. So it has been trading sideways, but if we get some follow through, the volume was light on this one. If we get some follow through, that MACD will start curling up, and that might look good. You have BAS. That one looked good. Another energy name that looks good. Maybe if we can get some follow through tomorrow. Some follow through will be all right, for Christ's sakes. You had Qualcomm actually look pretty decent, but again, I'm more worried about that NASDAQ. So you have SLB. SLB is another oil and gas name that might be flagging for some more upside tomorrow. And you have EXH. EXH is another oil and gas name that might be good for tomorrow as well. Johnson & Johnson. If it breaks above this high, we got to see what it looks like in the morning. But this is a nice flag off of this movement. Didn't want to chase. I looked at Goldman today. I got into that, and it was a quick nibble. But I want to just show you the intraday chart so you can see how hard this stuff. So if I look at this price point, if I look at this, it's around $62, and you got between it's around 162 and 161.30. It was there from basically 12:30, and it broke out at around 3:30. For 2 hours it was just churning sideways. I didn't do anything with it. I actually caught a little bit of this to the downside, and it still was choppy in the morning, but I was more bearish on that, so I kept that one. And I also, I gave a little bit back on a trade that I should not have done, but that happens to us all. Let me take all this crap off. 20 draws, Jesus. So I mean, all these things look like they might be setting up higher. So again, preserve capital until we get some type of a follow through. And this is another one that I saw. I really have to check this one out. It was Sig. It's a jewelry store. So again, those names that I had before, I think those are some really good names to set up for tomorrow. And also, if you don't have Alcoa, that might be a good name for you to get in tomorrow. High volume, curling up MACD, breaking a lot of this consolidation that you can see here. So this looks good with rising higher lows. So that might be good as well. But let me stop this right now. But again, this is the time that you can lose the most money. Whereas the time when you have the trend and stuff, it's actually really not easy, but it's easier. Trust me, chop is not something you want to get used to. Take care.